Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Kyle insists that he will never take advantage of Claire. She inspires him and he admires her. He enjoys her company and the bond she shares with his son is remarkable. Perhaps this is why he feels safe opening up to her. It almost saddens him that Victor believes he can take advantage of her. He doesn't know where he stands with him. Does he even trust him? Victor smiles and informs him that no one ever knows where they stand with him. However, the Newman trusts him, and he has said all of the proper things. He appreciates how protective he's been of Claire, too. They are on the verge of a war with Jabet, and things are about to get very messy. He doesn't want Harrison or his granddaughters to be anywhere near the looming Abbott war. Summer is waiting for her kid Abbott Mance. He arrives with Claire and hurries over to tell his mother about his amazing day. They pause to admire the pink sunset. Summer camp is fine, but he enjoys spending time with Claire more. She reminds him of everything he was doing, even the foolish song they taught him at camp. As everyone begins singing and clapping to Mary Mac, Summer tries not to scowl. She needs to drink some water. Claire is ready to leave, and Harrison tells her to pack for tomorrow's expedition in the park. Sensing how awkward this is, Claire heads for the door. Harrison rushes over and stops her so they can do their special handshake before she exits. Harrison returns to his mother. She brings up Kyle's plan to move him into a new house and asks how he feels about that. Happy Harrison is fine with his dad moving. He can take everything with him, get new stuff, and decorate his room as he wants. His dad urged him to think of it as an adventure, and that has him excited. Summer asks how he feels about an adventure with her. She's looking for a real home for them. He's happy to hear he will get another bedroom. She adds he can help her pick out the right house. Throwing his arms around her, he says he'd love that. Summer gets them snacks. As Harrison eats cookies, Kyle walks in and stands in the doorway as he hears his son ask his mom if she's asking him to choose between her house and his daddy's. After making his presence known, his son tells him he's going to have 2 new rooms. Kyle is surprised she's moving from the hotel. Once Harrison leaves to wash up for dinner, Kyle demands to know what that was. The timing of Summer's move is questionable given that he's doing the same thing. She says she wants to spend more time with their son, but claims she's not trying to convince him to live with her. Her ex is sure that she knows a judge would frown on her living in a hotel. This is part of her trying to change the custody agreement. She refuses to fight about this when Harrison can walk in, but she will do all in her power to make sure he has the most stable life possible. Can he claim the same thing? Johnny swoops in to grab the last bite of an eclair from Katie as they are having a snack with their mother at Crimson Lights. When Victoria tells them Claire surprised her with one the other day, Katie complains about how hard she's trying to get her to like her new sister. She refuses to be instant besties with someone she hardly knows. Cole walks in, and that sets her off. She can't understand why he is always around rather than off somewhere with his daughter. Ever since I got back it's Claire, Claire, Claire. Nothing is the same. I'm sorry if I find that annoying, she complains. Her brother thinks she's being cringe. Billy appears and joins them to check on what's going on. The siblings bicker, and Victoria apologizes to Cole. He says it's okay. He knows this has been a big adjustment for all of them. He admits to Katie that he's been spending a lot of time with her mom and Claire. They have lost time to make up for, but they are not looking to replace the family she has. Johnny says he's cool and his sister is just making drama for attention. Claire enters as Billy attempts to prevent the siblings from fighting. Everyone is trying so hard to get me to like Claire. What if I simply don't like her? Isn't that an option? Asks Katie. Claire joins them and requests to talk with Katie in private. Katie reluctantly wanders off to the terrace, followed by her big sister. Victoria apologizes to Cole once more, but he is relieved that her daughter has finally gotten everything off her chest. On the patio, Katie is confused when Claire asks for her help. She's new to the family and worries she's demanding too much of Victoria's time. She's never had a mom or someone she could trust before. Claire loves having her mom around, but she feels like she might be neglecting her other obligations. How can she let her know it's okay to give her some space? Katie explains that she can be overbearing, so she just needs to be honest and let her know if she's being too extra. Claire thanks her. She knew she'd be able to help. Her little sister asks what it was really like living with her aunt. Claire tells her how terrifying and controlling she was. She didn't really have any friends and was afraid to trust anyone. It was lonely, and she would have given anything to have someone to confide in, like a sister. Meanwhile, Billy and the others talk about what a big adjustment this is. Cole is sure it will just take some time. Johnny doubts that. He bets $100 that Katie will come back thinking Claire is great. When the sisters return, they are quizzed about their visit. Johnny asks if it's a thumbs up or down on tolerating Claire. "I guess so," she says with a smile. Johnny declares that someone owes him money. Cole asks if anyone would like to take this party to society. Billy has to take a rain check. On his way out, he stops to tell his daughter that he's proud of her for being cool to Claire. Cole asks Katie if she will come to dinner. She agrees. If Claire is going. Victoria's family goes to society and sits around a table to eat. As they talk, Cole takes her hand under the table, and she smiles. When Nick walks into society for a quick bite, he runs into Maria and Tessa. The redhead asks about Sharon and if he's seen much of her lately. She may be overreacting, but she's worried that rehashing memories has dredged up painful ones about Cassie. Nick admits she's seemed off for some time, even before their trip down memory lane. They sit and he explains that the doctor has been shifting the dosages of Sharon's mood stabilizers. Maria thinks it's more than that. Her mom is practically running the company on her own and won't let her take work off her plate. She also won't stay away from micromanaging Esther at Crimson Lights. It's like she's trying to avoid facing how lonely she is. At home, surrounded by trash, Sharon sleeps and dreams of Cassie's accident and death. All of that resulted in her launching her new company. As she tosses and turns, tears fall from her eyes. Rolling over, she suddenly hears Cassie's voice. Turning around, she has a vision of her and reaches out. Sharon wakes up with a start. "What's happening to me?" she worries. Sharon sits and stares at her laptop until there is a rap at the door. Tessa, Maria, and Nick surprise her with a bag of food. They notice what a mess the place is, and Nick asks if she works from home a lot. Sharon claims she was feeling a tickle in her throat. She thought she told Maria she wouldn't be in, but notices that she never sent the text. Tessa and Nick ask about her medication. She explains it has been adjusted and it just takes a while to balance out. They sit down and start unpacking the food. Sharon realizes they did not pack anything she would normally eat and that they must not have planned to come over. She assumes they came on a whim because they were worried. Maria tries to talk their way out of it, but Nick admits they wanted to check on her. They tell her it's okay to let go and let people help her lift the load. Sharon claims she's not intentionally running herself ragged. Her daughter thinks she's lonely. Tearing up, Sharon says she can't be lonely with them, reminding her of how loved she is. They eat until Sharon goes into the kitchen to get some water. When she stops at the sink, she hears Cassie's voice again. Billy walks into the athletic club and finds Victor at the bar. He invites Billy Boy to join him for a drink. He has a few questions for him. As he sits and drinks, Billy is taken aback when Victor compliments him on all of his support for Chelsea. The Newman questions whether he actually pushed Chancellor and Winters apart. Defensive, Billy wonders why he cares. Victor explains that Jill is a long-time acquaintance and Devon is Neil's son. He does not want to inflict harm to either of them as a result of his hubris. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my fast gossip to our channel and stay with us.